Before any kind of video about dogs and kids can be made, a really important thing needs to be said. No dog, no matter how child-friendly and trustworthy around children, should be left unaccompanied with young children for any period of time. That's not to say that you can't pop into the kitchen to grab a quick drink without coming back to your child and dogs locked in a lightsaber battle to the death, but dogs are essentially extensively domesticated wolves and therefore shouldn't ever really be trusted as babysitters. Now, with that disclaimer out the way, let's get to the question, and answer is yes, Labradors amongst the best dogs in the world with children. There are a small handful of breeds who have gained the nickname of nanny dogs in the canine world. Amongst them are the Labrador, of course, the Staffy and the Newfoundland, the latter of which gained fictional notoriety in the role in J. Embury's Peter Pan. These sorts of dogs are famously gentle and devoted to children, putting their lives on those of their children. It may be argued that the Labrador is the king of nanny dogs because whilst the Staffy is a little bit wild and the Newfie is quite ploddy, the Labrador occupies a nice middle ground of energy. A Labrador is sprightly and playful, which kids love, but equally is less of a bull in a china shop than some Staffies can be. The middle ground also applies to its size. An energetic Malamute might send a child flying when it gets excited. Equally, a child might crush a Pomeranian in enthusiastic play. The Labrador is a distinctly medium-sized breed, even if some can get quite large. When that inoffensive size is combined with gentleness and proprioception when infused and excitable, the Labrador represents the ideal sort of dog for most children. Relatedly, because of the years of human and canine sociability that was bred into them, a Labrador is less likely to become dangerously protective of a child, such that injuries might occur. Indeed, the ATTS, which stands for the American Temperament Test Society, which assesses for aggression and noise sensitivity, among other things, has Labradors passing at a rate of over 92%, far exceeding the average, which is around 82%. So we've established that yes, Labradors are some of the best dogs in the world around children, but accidents do still happen. Most are minor and most are avoidable. The first and most dramatic thing you can do to reduce the risk of dog and child related problems is to ensure that your Labrador has been sufficiently exercised, because an overhyped and understimulated dog is the kind of dog most likely to cause issues. And as Labradors are particularly high energy dogs on average, this becomes of greater significance. The next most important thing you can do for your dog and children is to teach your children how to interact with your dog, and indeed with all dogs for that matter. Because as much as I am loath to say it, the majority of issues around children and dogs are the fault of children, or rather of their parents, for neither teaching appropriate behaviour nor monitoring the situation appropriately. So what should you teach a child about how to interact with their family-loving Labrador? The first thing is around greetings. Wrapping your arms around somebody you love feels right. Shaking the hands of somebody you like also feels appropriate to us. And a friendly wave to an acquaintance feels totally normal. But these are all natural behaviours to primates, and in our case, humans. They are not canine greetings. And even the most gentle-natured Labrador can find hugs, reaching out, or rapid body movements invasive or threatening. Children should be taught to let the dog approach and sniff them, and to give fuss below the line of the collar to begin with, particularly the chest. There are loads of other ways to teach your child respect, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And once they've learnt respectful interactions and your dog is well trained and duly socialised, then you'll have yourself a bonded pair for life.